If you don't speak up for yourself, no one else will.
Hello, I'm Agnes Kunkel, your host at Nego.coach. We make negotiation success easy.
Hello, welcome to the Nego.coach video show. Our guest today is Dagmar Chlosta. Dagmar is president of Faber-Castell Cosmetics, a leading German manufacturer of color cosmetics. Dagmar has special expertise in building and leading international top-performing teams, developing strategic vision and redesigning organizations to reach their full potential. Negotiating in tough environments is part of her daily business. Let's benefit from her experience as a top executive and hear about the female side of negotiating. Welcome, Dagmar Chlosta. Hello, Dagmar. We talked about the differences between women and men in the field of negotiation. Can you tell us what you perceive as the main differences?
Well, first and foremost, thank you very much for having me on your show today. I'm delighted to share with you some of my experiences that I have made over, I would say, the last 30 plus years in the industry. And quite honestly, I don't think that there's so much a particular male or female negotiation style as such. However, there are certain differences. When we look at men, from my experience at least, men tend to be relatively blunt when they go into a negotiation. They get straight to the point, they tend to appear rather self-assured, and they ask for what they want to get. They enter the negotiation with a strong demand, and if they are traded down from there, then that's fine, because ultimately they still achieve what they initially intended to get. Women, on the other hand, go into negotiations with a more modest approach. They are more willing to compromise and will weigh the pros and cons prior to the negotiation. They also have a tendency to doubt themselves more than men do. Women tend not wanting to appear too abrasive or too demanding. There's, when a man is demanding, then it's a positive aggression that he brings with him. If a woman is demanding, she can oftentimes be seen as being too pushy and being too forthcoming. For centuries, women have been taught to act in this particular way. That's how they have been raised, that's how they have been socialized. Hence, why should we now change our taught and learned and trained behaviors once it comes to negotiations? In Germany, there's, for example, even from my perspective, an outdated, but regardlessly, very common saying that has been around for years or for centuries. It says, women are the weak gender, das schwache Geschlecht.
And I presume that the fact that women in business are sometimes paid less than men has something to do with the negotiation style. Asking for more brings getting more. What do you think about that?
No, that's a very, very perception. It's a very, very, very clear and also very true statement. Let's have a look at salary negotiations, for example. I just explained what I see a little bit as a difference between a male and a female negotiation style. Now, let's talk about how do women go about negotiating their salary, their next promotion, their next step up in the career ladder, versus how men go about it. Oftentimes, men, again, seem to be very self-assured. And they seem to be acutely aware of their self-worth and what they bring to the table, what they can contribute for the company. And even if this perception is just in their own minds, they have a lot of clarity about that. Women, on the other hand, are not quite as boisterous. Women are not quite as self-assured at times. Again, generalization, but oftentimes that's what I've experienced. And they shy away from clearly stating what they want. Women tend to believe that the company should notice their worth and the company should remunerate them accordingly. And it always comes as a surprise that the company wouldn't immediately come up to them and say, hey, you're really doing a great job. let's go for it, that we want to give you that next challenge or whatever. For women, it's sometimes almost seen as unseemly to blow your own trumpet and actually point out your own achievements. So taking a step back and hoping that the company will notice everything that you have done, everything that you're good at, and the potential that you have, will not necessarily get you to that next promotion or that salary increase. If we look at Germany, my home market and also where I have worked and lived most of my life, there are still vast differences in male and female executives' salaries. And there's a reason for that. I don't think it's just, a societal or economic phenomenon that is happening here. It's also due to a lack of women standing up, being counted, and claiming their rightful place and the remuneration that goes with it. From my perspective, as I just said, humility, modesty, and playing it down can be good traits in a leader, and I think they are, but they have no place when it comes to negotiating for your own advancement. So, very simple. Stand up and be counted. Clearly state what you expect and what you deserve. Don't take no for an answer. And never, never belittle yourself or put yourself down. If you don't speak up for yourself, no one else will. Be aware of your own worth and ensure that others know about it as well. That would be my advice to women who go into negotiation, particularly where we are ourselves concerned about it. We have to stand up and be counted. And if we don't look after ourselves, nobody else will.
Dagmar, I thank you very much for this advice. Tell people what you want and you will get it. If you don't tell it, that's it. You have to live without. Thank you very much. I hope to see you soon on Nego.coach again. And I wish you all the best for the new year and have a good time. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for having me, and same to you. Have a great start into the new year and much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please follow us on LinkedIn or our website Nego.coach. Soon you will find there new episodes on body language, international negotiations, large negotiations, and great and wonderful guests. Any comments, any questions, please contact us at hello@nego.coach. Thank you. Hope to see you soon on Nego.coach.